Hello, 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 hello. So here we are, back again, Farm Sim 19. Back on the old nostalgia farm, which is the Giants Island 2011 map for anyone not familiar. Yeah, so we're still trying to get our 10 million. Working on it. We're working on it. Just clean up the animals. Again. You always seem to be cleaning up the animals. But yes, so that's what we're going to start off doing. Last time I think we were focused on supplying the cookie factory, and we did some bits. I always seem to do that. Why did I press the wrong buttons? Who knows? So we can head on over to the cows. I literally have done... I don't think I've done anything on this save game since the last time I streamed. Well, since I streamed it. And, yes. Of course, for anyone that was expecting me to stream Big Ambitions on Friday, my apologies, but there was a YouTube copyright issue with it. And so I had a bit of a rage against games that use copyright licensed music in the game without giving you a decent option to cut that crap out when you're streaming it. So, which Big Ambitions doesn't. It's really bad for that, to be honest. You turn it down, turn music off in the menu, and it still plays on the speakers, and you have to turn it off on the individual speakers in the individual shops. So it is pants, basically. It's a good game, and I will be playing it. I just won't be playing it on stream. So, end of rage. But no, I was quite filled with rage on Friday, so I decided not to stream. Had I streamed, it would have been this. But I've also been playing a lot of Transport Fever the last day or two, so that will be another possibility. So once we've done 10 million here, we'll go achievement hunting in Transport Fever, and then Transport Fever 2. So we've got a plan. We have a plan. May not be a great plan, may not be a plan that you like, but that's the plan. So, there we go. Let's go back to the other farm, because the pigs tend to make more mess than the cows anyway, as evidenced by what we've just seen. So there we go. Then we're going to have a look at what else we need to do before we can move time forward, because we're basically trying to push time forward so we can go start harvesting our big tree farm, basically. Run him over. Shh. Take his head off. Or her head off. Difficult to tell from behind. There we go. You see, the pigs have already made another mess. Stupid pigs. Stupid pigs. So this is what we're waiting for growth on. Lots and lots of trees. I think there were more than 1,000 trees. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. Can we... Oh, I don't know. I thought I had the dev mod on here so that I could go and fly up and give you an overview, but maybe I don't. So let's have a look. What else we've got? Pigs are taken care of as much as we're going to. The chickens are alright. The cows are alright. I mean, the pigs, we know they're low on food, but we're just trying to run the food down. I'm not giving them any new food. Just trying to run it down to the point that we then sell all the pigs. That's the aiming point there. So we could sell some more. Do a couple of trips selling pigs just to sell the ones where we've got 75. So we've only got one type of pig left. That's what I've been working towards in that space. Do. Running all the people over because they're walking on my farm. Not for that reason, but it could be. It could be. Though I'm not really that vindictive, am I? Maybe. Oh. Okay, so at the bottom, shall we? Start from the bottom up. I'm only taking one at a time, so we'll take the
all hands brace for impact.
Ones here first. This means I can keep control of the numbers the same. Because if it's an odd, I think it's an odd number that this carries. I think it's 33, but I'm not sure. If it's 33, then I don't want to try and just do both in one. Then I've got to remember which one I've got to weight heavier next time over. And that's not a good idea. It's not a clever thing to do. I mean, it is, but it's just not going to happen. Oop, there we go. Livestock trailer is full. So we will confirm 36, so it's not an odd number. Okay. Oh well. Nevertheless, it's done now, so we're going to go and sell these. And we're going to come back and get 36 of the other kind. La-dee-da-dee-da. Squiddly diddly eh, diddly fiddly foo. Now that's more like it. Give it some welly. Just don't give it any welly to the cat's eyes, because otherwise you'll just come to an abrupt stop. There are collision issues. But there we go. Us. Cellarize our pigarizes is. Do-do-doodly-do. Cellarize the pigarize. Confederate. 36,000. That'll do. Not to be sniffed at. Does it sound like in cab? Very muted. Do-do-doodly-do. Do-do-doodly-do. Squiddly-diddly-ay. There we go. So yeah. Haven't done it for a little while, but I'm going to just do another little up and down the field we go. Nothing like a bit of AI music. Get you going.
Many years ago, on a field not far away, Hitman and Fatman started to farm and play. Beware the red tractor, it surely will become a Derpolophagus factor, bouncing right up to the sun. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocent will never know. As the years fly by, farming does go on, witnessing forks of justice. Some friends have been and gone, enjoying the time as if it were a crime. The clock ticks on, but the fun dies by. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocent will never know. As the years fly by, the farming does go on, witnessing forks of justice. Some friends have been and gone, enjoying the time as if it were a crime. The clock ticks on, but the fun dies by. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocent will never know. And down, sown with love, we watch them grow. And down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocent will never know.
I do love that one. I have done some more. I really ought to get them ready for kind of playing on the channel at some point. But yeah, no, I do enjoy that one. Very good use of AI for those of us that can't do instruments and all that stuff. To kind of be able to generate those things. It's very good. Here we go, another 36,000 in the offing. Up and down, we go. There we go. Or back and forth to the animal dealer we go. Okay, so now let's have a look at the pigerizers. So we now got 39 of those types of pigerizers. Excellent. Now obviously they will still breed, I think. I'm hoping that the other ones will breed as much, so it'll take them to the limit one more time. Yes, I'm sorry. Naturally, I'm not, but I'll say I'm sorry for the sake of it. Take me to the limit one more time. Okay, so if that's that job done, anything else we're going to do? I think that fertilizers. Okay, sugar. Is that Bill? It's disabled because it's full. That's good. We can go and just pull some pallets off of that then. Cookie factory is running. Got a nice bunch of stuff. And the flour factory is also running because we did We did that last time. Okay, so we're just going to take a little trip on over to the sugar factory, which is right here. No, it's not. It's right there. And we are just going to pull some pallets off so that stuff can produce again. There we go. The factory started back up again. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Let's go this side. Just push. 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 There we go. So now we can head on back to the farm. We can fastly forwarding the time till we can do the sleepy sleepings. Unlike FS22, you can't sleep until after 7 PM. It's just the rules. I don't make them. So 7 PM we're going to sleep for 11 hours. We'll do 11 hours. Who knows what month it is? It really matters because it's not months in this one, is it? Okay, so we've got 36,000 property income overnight. Okay. So it's early morning. Let's go clean the animals then. Hey. Have they been making... Yes, they have been making little piggers. They have been making little piggers. Bit of working in the twilight. I don't seem to get the hang of controlling this as well as I might like, but there we go. As long as I don't completely destroy the place, what does it matter? Well, even if I do completely destroy the place, I'm sure no one will worry. Yeah. Press the right buttons first. We'll just take a quick look at the chickens. We need cleaning as well, and the cows. I'll just speed up time a little bit to get past this kind of twilighty. Well, it's not twilight, is it? It's early morning light. It's just kind of half light. So. Do. How's that not back? Silliness. That's it. Oh, let's smash some water in there. Quickly. Wrong button. Great demand at the sawmill. Ooh. What is the great demand? It's probably wood chips. Knowing how luck. Did I or did I not call it? Great demand for wood chips. Dear. I'm going to park this one back up at the main farm. Then we're going to go and have a little look over at the forest. The, well, tree farm. The tree farm forest thing, Majingerizer. Stuffness. Check on the pickles. They have waters. Yes, they have waters. They have plenty of waters. They have way too much sugar beets because I think when we're picking that up, it's putting more in the sugar beets than in anything else. Let's make sure we water the chickens. Let's also check them. Yeah, they're low, but they're not that low. So let's go on over to El Sawmill. They're still growing. They're growing nicely, but they're not where we want them yet. That's for sure. Bum, bum, bum. So let's go on over to. I'm going to avoid doing a silage harvest for reasons. Oh, it's quiet over here. Has the cookie factory stopped? Why has the cookie factory stopped? Oh, no, it hasn't. We're just not within sound range. Sound range. Sound range. Okay, let's go and check of. Don't know who's left this mess here. I mean, who would do such a thing? Wouldn't catch me just kind of slinging these things all over the place. Just wouldn't happen. No. It's just an unreasonable act, isn't it, really? Will you please do what I ask you to do, you stupid thing? So It's fine, so we'll just go around the other side to the donuts.
No, I'm only a youngling.
Hitman says, sorry, I had my foot on the planet, so you couldn't move it. Well, yeah. That's what I figured, Hitman. How are you today? No, I didn't want to move that one. That one is... No, that one is filled. Goodness sake, stop being a pain in my backside, please. It's that one that's the problem. Well, not the problem, but the part-filled one. There we go. That's moved all the goods out of the preparation area. We've still got plenty of eggs. Still alive and kicking. Well, that's good, Hitman. We like alive and kicking. Well, as long as you're not kicking me. As long as you're kicking something else other than me, that's fine. So let's go over to our mill. Do the same. Just gonna shift goods. Oh no, I didn't want to move that one. That one's not full. Not full, not full. Do. Looks like the sugar factory's full again. No, maybe not. Okay, there we go. So that, and we're now just going to do the same thing for our wood pallet making thingy. You would never kick me. No, you'd just hit me with a 2x4 with a rusty nail in it. That was the thing, wasn't it? All good fun. All in good fun. It's the same. Go. Do. Yeah, good. Well, that one's 4,000 as well. Have we run out of something? Because this doesn't seem to be doing any work. So that one is full. Because it looks full. Well, it's not full because it looks full, but it's full and it looks full. Do. Okay. Yeah, but no kicking involved. Exactly my thought. Exactly my thought. So what do we not have anything of? What are we missing? Got all the inputs. Oh, it's the empty pallets that are full. So if one, I think on this factory, if one output is full, then it stops the factory in its entirety. Okay, that one wasn't a full one, but now it shows as a full one. Why are you screwing with me? Why are you messing with my head? Where is the non-full one? That is the non-full one. That one can go back over here then. Because the rest of these should be full. I am going to get very frustrated and start throwing things in a minute. You are getting thrown because you've just annoyed me. No. Boom. You get thrown because you annoyed me. Hitman kicks things, I throw things. We make a good team. So, empty pallets are all full. We know this because that's the reason that the factory was stopped. Okay, there we go. Factories are now turned over, which is good. What else are we going to do? Nothing much, I think, at this precise moment in time, because we really want to start chopping those trees down. Might just head back and put some grain. This is going to be a little bit overkill, just a little bit. We're just going to go and put some grain in for the chickens. Only got wheat because we sold the barley. I don't think it'll take more than 5,000. Pretty sure it won't. Oh, and it's going to surprise me. It's going to take me out the back and it's going to call me a liar. But that's fine. That's fine. It's enough. So there we go. Do do doodly do. Do do doodly do. So for anyone that wasn't here at the beginning when I explained, the whole kind of big ambitions thing was there was a copyright claim on the music, which is pretty much what I predicted, for the music that was really low volume in one of the menus when I was in the shop and I was in one of the menus. So yeah, I was rather annoyed by that. So I actually no, I'm not going to do that this time. So hence the not streaming on Friday, and hence the reason that I'm not going to stream Big Ambitions anymore, because it makes life difficult. Other games, you just turn the music volume all the way down in the menu, and you don't have to worry about it. Don't have to think about it. But you have to do it in each individual shop and each individual thing, and even then, the cars still blast by with music spilling out the what's-it. So I'm not going to do Big Ambitions on stream anymore. I was cured of that. So there we go. So we're going to push forward another day. See how those trees do. We're now 5.2 million, so we actually are increasing our money. Great demand at the burn. Have an hour's sleep. Can't be a bad thing, can it? 11 hours sleep. Oh, 63. 360 property income. I'm guessing that was because it was a sunny day. Let's go and check the trees first. Don't know if those trees are all the way. Let's go and check what they look like against. I mean, we're definitely getting there. Let's go and check them against the other trees over. Most facing. You see, these ones are a lot taller. So we're waiting for them to get to this stage. When they're at this stage, we'll be chopping them down and selling them. Let's do our factory things.
All
And reverse
hands
the
brace
order
for
this
impact.
time. And do factory things. And then we're going to go do the animals. Work time, have fun. Yeah, okay, Hitman, take care. Have a lovely, lovely work time. Do. Managed to stop again. Is it the pallets again? Let's go check. Give me the thingy bobber. There it is. No, it's paper this time. Oh, because I didn't move the paper out last time. No, I didn't move that out yesterday. I forgot it. I'm a great big ginormous dirt. So that's a partial pallet as well. So put that one back. That one's a full pallet. Boom. Out you go. Squeeze in here. It's now a full pallet. Yay! Well done. Okay. And the paper that I completely forgot to move last time, for reasons of I'm a dirt, means that we didn't probably get full production from this facility, but there we go. We'll come and sell some of this stuff in a little while. But yeah, let's go and check on the cookie factory. And then we'll go do animals. And we're going to be another fast forward. So we want to get into that tree harvest. That's where I think we're going to hit our stride and make our money. That's the one that's not filled. Oh. Donuts. This one seems to be eerily quiet. We run out of. Check that in a minute. Not old. What have we run out of? We have run out of sugar. Ooh, almost run out of milk. That's good. We can do something about both of those. So I think we'll just run over and get sugar. Sugar. Da 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 da. I am not sorry. No. Oh, as and liters. 4,000 liters. Not quite out of milk, but we'll go and get another sugar. Then we'll go and get the I think we get the tanker on the lorry. Fill that up. Squiddly diddly yay. Can't keep hold of this one for some reason, but there we go. There we go, that's got it. So we're 5.25 million. So just by moving time forward and not really doing a whole lot. Well, we sold those pigs, but by moving time forward, not doing a real lot, we've made 250,000. And I'm okay with that. I think that's a good thing. Now let's get our tanker trailer. We're gonna head on over to the cows. We need to look after the animals anyway, but we're gonna go and collect some milkage. Hey, Quizzy, good evening. I'm doing all right. How are you? Hope you had a lovely weekend. Great, thanks. Excellent. That's what we like to see. Do 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 do. I get to see it twice. My bot puts those messages out. So for those in Twitch, you see it once, but it actually posts in Twitch and YouTube, so I get to see both. It's funny. I like it. So, bom 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 bom. So we are heading around the back here to pick up some milk for the cookie factory. So what good are cookies without milk? Joint stream running smoothly? Yeah, it seems to be doing all right, thanks, Quizzy. So, not always seeing a lot of activity on YouTube, but I guess people will get used to that eventually. But it doesn't cost me anything extra, so I mean, all I have to do is cope with the fact that there's the Restream logo on the stream, but I don't mind that. They deserve the advertising for offering the service for nothing. And if I do decide to do it on a more permanent basis, I may well pay the cost to be able to remove that, but until then, it's all good. I'm enjoying it. Why am I not getting any milks? Oops. There we go. We got the trigger point. We get the milks. We get the milks. Who got the milks? We got the milks, right? There we go. Off we go to the cookie factory. The only thing with it, Quizzy, is obviously on YouTube it's a lot more sensitive to copyright things, like copyright music, so that drives me a bit willicky, but it's okay. I had on the first dual stream I did, I had a copyright content claim for my intro music that I played partway through, but I have got a license for that. I purchased a license and I sent the information, and they yep, okay, we removed the claim. You've got the thing. You've done the right thing. And then the other one was Big Ambitions, which obviously I didn't have a license for. The developers of licensed music put it in the game and made it difficult. In most games, like I said, you can just whack the music all the way down in volume and you don't have an issue for streaming. But in that one, you have to do it individually in every single shot, and the cars still go by with the music blaring. So I decided that I will not stream Big Ambitions anymore, unless of course they change that. If the developers make it so that they've got like a tick box for don't play copyright music ever, to help out streamers, then fantastic. If they don't do something like that, then I just won't stream it. But we've got a plan. So we're still doing our FS19 business here to get the 10 million that I want, to get my achievement that I got, but I didn't get in my own head. So we're all existing in my own head with this stream and subsequent ones. And then once we've done that, I'm going to move on to Transport Fever 2. And we're going to do some achievement hunting on Transport Fever 2. Not Transport Fever 2, Transport Fever and then Transport Fever 2. So both versions of Transport Fever, because I love that game. Absolutely fantastic. I think it's the best modern remake, or best modern equivalent of Transport Tycoon Deluxe without being open TTD. Oh, I'm falling and I can't get up. Oh, Dead Batteries! How are you? Just joining for 20 minutes on your lunch break in work. Ah, cool. Yeah, everything's good here. I hope you're well. Everything's good here aside from we're kind of stuck on the side of a mountain. We're going to take a different tack at trying to handle that. Dead Batteries is good. Yeah, excellent. That's what we like to hear. We like it when people are good. I'm not one of these people. I don't take joy in other people's misery. So, unless their name is Hitman. No, I don't. I don't. Honestly. First day back to work after a week off. Ooh. Did you remember your password? Actually, no, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is what you need for that. I did have that once. I had I was working at a software company. They were training up developers, and there was a lovely one of the trainees that was doing the developer training. Fantastic person, and went away on holiday for 2 weeks. Came back, lovely suntan. Obviously, called me by my name, but I'm just going to substitute Fad for it for this purposes of this. It's got Fad. I forgot my password. I can't. Oh, how interesting! And of course, I'd done some training recently, so I knew the character limit on the password was like 256 characters or thereabouts. And so I changed their password to, I went away on holiday. I've had a lovely time. I got a nice suntan, but I forgot my password. What an idiot I feel typing all of this in. I didn't make it so he couldn't change it, but I did make it that password. So, oh, thankfully you don't need when you're a machinery mechanic. Oh, I'm surprised they don't get you logging on to log things for that. But yeah, but no. So this person was they felt rather silly because I made their password that, and they go, "Did you seriously make my password that?" I go, "Yes, I did." They didn't forget their password again. And it wasn't a spiteful thing. It was more just kind of I was having a laugh, and if they'd seriously come back to me and said, "No, I'm not typing all that in. Don't be silly," I would have probably changed it. But they did it. I think that's one of the difficulties nowadays that we get is people don't want to have consequences when they don't do what they're supposed to. And okay, well, I did something bad, and I don't think I should be punished for it because it only happened because someone else didn't stop me from doing it. It's like, well, hang on a minute. I watch on YouTube. I watch a lot of the US court, the law tube stuff, and it's really, really very interesting. I shouldn't have any consequences for doing the wrong thing because X. Okay, well, and some of them I grant you. Some of them I grant you because they kind of go to the traffic court and it's kind of, hey, yeah, the light, I couldn't see the light, and then they look at the video and go, yeah, okay, reasonably, you wouldn't have seen that light. We'll give you a break. On the kind of going through a red light kind of thing. But a lot of the time, why is this factory not running? What are we missing here? A lot of the time, it's kind of, yeah, well, the office was being a big old meanie, and the officer's given them like a break of saying, yeah, they were going 5 miles over the speed limit instead of 20 miles over the speed limit, which is what they actually. Okay, no, it's not fair. Really? You want to go there? Okay, so this one wants milk, but we've taken the milk for the cookie factory. That's fine. I'm okay with that. So now we're just going to do cleanup of the animals. Hope they didn't write their new one down. That would be a breach. No, they didn't write it down. It didn't write it down because they then obviously changed the password. I made it so that they could change it the first time they'd logged it in, but they just had to type it in once. I'm not that mean. I mean, I could be, but I'm not. But yeah, that was. We had some fun times. Again, not done out of being vindictive or anything like that, because I don't believe in that. Oh, we've filled up already. Wow. That was. Didn't even get half an inch down the. What's a majigger? That's a bit more like it. There we go. You like the purple tractor? Yeah, I like my purple tractor as well. This is the Lin tract. It's a nice tractor. I like the big glass doors. They'd probably be hell if you needed to replace them, but I do like the big glass doors. Unfortunately, this is the most fuel inefficient tractor on our farm. But I don't care. We've made our own fuel. We've got a fuel refinery that's made so much fuel that we don't have to really worry about it. So I don't care. Oh dear. Unlike in real life where I actually drive an EV, but. Although maybe not when I have to replace it, because yeah. So have you got something good for lunch then, Dead Batteries, or? Well, I mean, I would hope you've got something for lunch, because if you didn't, then why are you having something bad for your lunch? Just a wee shop-bought sandwich and a Coke Zero. Nice! That'll do. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Ugh. Technically, it's your dinner, because you won't eat it again when you go, fair. Well, yeah, it's a bit difficult, but I try and maintain the 3 meals a day thing, but I'm also trying to do the high protein, low carb diet, so that's also fun. Not ultra low carb, not keto, but just low carb. Should we go and do the cows as well? Yeah, I think we're going to do the cows again. You're on a diet, so you have a small bowl of Frosties, a small packet of crisps, and a sandwich all day, trying to stick to around 1,800 calories a day. Oh wow! I've sometimes what I'm finding, and this is not me trying to tell anyone what to do. What I'm finding with doing the high protein, low carb is I'm actually finding that I feel more full than when I was doing high carbs. And I'm not even hitting my calorie target. My calorie target is around about 2,100 calories a day, which is still a calorie deficit to kind of get me losing weight. But some days I'm not even. Some days I'm hitting 2,000. Other days I'm hitting only 1,600, 1,700 calories, and I'm still. I'm not like starving at the end of the day, going, "Oh my god, I need to eat something." So yeah. High protein is more filling and sustains you longer. It does. I mean, I was surprised. I hadn't necessarily realised it or known that. So I was surprised, pleasantly. So working well for me. I've lost like almost 4 kilos now in like 2 or 3 months. So omelets your fave? Yes, Quizzy. A good omelette is nice. Of course, again, I hadn't realised until I looked into it and I actually did what I was doing, that all the fat in the eggs comes from the yolk. So if you get the egg whites, which you can actually get like in a carton, you can get egg whites already separated. And it's just practically zero fat. It's brilliant. You get all the protein, none of the fat. Their batteries, dieting knowledge is top tier, but you just suck at putting it into practice. Well, sometimes it's just doing little steps so that you can sustain it. And just trying stuff and finding stuff that you enjoy. It's like my approach to how I've done this is I've found high protein, low carb stuff that I actually enjoy eating. So I've got some fantastic, lots of the skier mousses, so like the and yogurts where they're kind of got that, and they're so tasty. I don't miss the chocolate and all the sugary things because I have tasty, nice things. And again, as Quizzy says, omelettes, scrambled eggs. I love good scrambled eggs in the morning. And of course, I have been eating some Huel, or drinking some Huel, because that has everything in the right proportions. So I have that like every second day for a breakfast. So the only one that I've really found palatable to me is the Black Edition chocolate. But there we go. That's just personal preference. Dead Batteries couldn't stand the Huel. It didn't agree with it. Yeah, I can understand that. I didn't like it first time around. but since I've gone back to it second time around, I've tolerated it a lot more. But yeah, the skyr is definitely yummy. I've had the Issei skyr mousses, strawberry and lime and dark cherry or cherry and dark chocolate. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So, and of course they've had them on offer for like 4 for however much. I can't remember if it's 4 for £2 or whatever it was. But 4 for however much. It's good. Just order a bunch of those. In dieting isn't, and I'm not considering it a diet for me. I'm considering it, this is a permanent choice to do food differently. So it's not just a, when I get to X, I'm going to stop doing it. It's, this is it. So there we go. Okay, so that's good. So we've done the animals. I think we'll try and bring some milk to this factory tomorrow, because the Das Cookie factory has now got a fair amount of milk, I think. Yeah, it's practically filled with milk. So yeah, so we'll use the milk tomorrow day. To do that. Trying to press that button. Look at the clouds go by. Look at the clouds go by. It's definitely about how you look at it. It absolutely is. It absolutely is, because I remember that when I was looking for a job years ago, people didn't understand it at the time, but I put every rejection letter I had, because this was in the days that you actually got rejection letters in the post. And I put every rejection letter on my wall in my hallway. I was living in an apartment at the time, a flat. So I would have to walk past them. Every time I went to the bathroom, every time I went out the house, I would walk past these letters. And each one was one step closer to the job that was out there waiting for me to find it. And so I went into the next interview really positive. Because it wasn't a rejection, it was just a step closer to the one that was out there. So just changing your mindset on stuff. Particularly on some of the challenging stuff that you got to do, like doing a diet or changing your food that you eat so that you can lose weight because you really need to, like me. I'm only applying that to myself because I really do need to lose weight. But yeah. And just make it work, because it's ultimately the battle is inside your own head. That's where the biggest achievements happen. Or don't happen. Yeah, I was quite happy with that approach. Again, I think people at the time thought I was a little bit crazy, and I am. I'm not going to deny that. But there we go. I have recently, I mean, my job search at the moment is not going well, but I haven't had to try and sell myself for many years. I've kind of gone from job to job with people that I know. And so my CV has only ever been, for those in the US, resume, but my CV has only ever been more of a kind of formality than actually the way to get in the door. And so a lot's changed, and so I needed some help with that. So one of my friends over the weekend has very, very kindly updated my CV to a more modern format and used their knowledge of me to help write it in a little bit more, in a way that I wouldn't have thought of. So I was truly impressed that they took the time to do that for me. The best people on Earth are a little weird or crazy. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. You've only got to look at the look at history and things like, I mean, would you call Van Gogh crazy? Well, we say Van Gogh, but obviously, I think it was Van Gogh. Van Gogh was the pronunciation when I did my introduction to art and humanities. So, and Einstein, yeah, Einstein was certainly interesting. What's going on? There we go. Pressing the buttons, pressing all the buttons. There we go. So, yeah. Dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Oh, let's do some water. Do some water. Little bit of water for the chickens. Go and clean the. I'm just going to put the time back because obviously it means that we've got a lot more work to do. Because the work keeps generating itself whilst we're on
All
15
hands
speed.
brace for impact.
Oh, for those of you on Twitch, the adverts are a minute away, roughly. That's what that sound generally means. It doesn't always trigger at the same time. Sometimes it's like 90 seconds in advance. Sometimes it's only 60 seconds in advance. But that's why my voice comes across and says, all hands, brace for impact. And if anyone remembers, if anyone's been around that long, if anyone remembers where that soundbite comes from, I would be very, very impressed right now. So, let's have how much milk do we have? Oh, we've got about 6,000. That's not bad. We'll come and get that in a little while. Let's head back to work. Hopefully catch you again soon. Yeah, thanks, Dead Batteries. Again, it's been great to see you in the chat. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. I'd say don't work too hard, but work the appropriate amount of hard. Don't do yourself in. Have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you end up doing after work and all that. So I always love it when people stop in for a chat. It's always great. It makes the time pass. Yeah, absolutely, Quizzy. I mean, I suppose I'm one of those. I mean, I'm not like it in. If I were to meet people in real life, I'm not always as talkative as I am. But you get me in someone else's stream, like in one of Dare's streams, I'm just heckling the heck out of him because that's the fun of it. That's why streaming platforms exist, is to try and build a connection between somebody in the audience and somebody on the stream. I just find it fun. So some people take some of this stuff way too seriously. So I've seen, yeah. It's like, no, you can't do that on my stream. You can't do that. You can't say that on my stream. Oh, okay. Whatever. I mean, I can understand for hate speech and stuff like that, but most of the other things, nah, surely not. So now let's go. We didn't check on our trees today, did we? Oh, they're still growing. They're still growing. So getting there, but we're not there yet. Oh yeah, we'll go and do this. We'll go and do the milk for the ice cream factory. well, the dairy, which is effectively the ice cream factory. Come on. Do, 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 do. Take a big old truck. Honk your horn and watch them scorn. Of course, it might not be so easy to hear when I'm zoomed out like that. There we go. Bad getting all horny on the screen. Terrible, I know, but there we go. Got to do it every once in a while. Do, 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 do. Now up to 7,000. Nope, not hit the point yet. Come on. There we go. That'll do it. And away we go to the dairy factory. Which means we'll be making some more of that stuff. Yeah! More stuff to sell. Now 5.3 million. But we're still not ready to chop our trees down. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible, I tell you. Doodly doodly. Squiddly diddly yay. Fortunately, we're only going to go over here this time. I'm going to go all the way to the other side of the map. Yay! Wow. Someone's kind of completely sized that drop zone to a big extent, haven't they? We were like half the length of the tanker away before, when it kind of lit up. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but and having looked at some of the mods and stuff and maps and how those things are built, I can appreciate a little bit more some of the things that cause that kind of behaviour. Makes it fun. Makes it fun. I'm one of those, I like to know how stuff's made. So okay, so that's that. So we've looked at the trees. Gonna go over here and look at our factories. We are again out of sugar. Surprised, because I did only bring over a couple of pallets worth, so we'll go and get some more sugar. Pallet full of sugar helps the cookie factory go on. Actually, 2 pallets worth of sugar will help the cookie factory go on, but that's okay. Looks like this one's stopped as well. I say it looks like, it sounds like this one stopped as well. Ah, I bet that's because of pallets. Empty pallets? Yep, that's what it is. This gracious fad actually knows what's going on. Will wonders never cease? Do 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 do. So we're going to couple of pallets over here. We're going to get a couple of empty pallets. I could go and get the lorry and start moving stuff a little bit more en masse, but I'm not going to. So we're gonna go and get some empty pallets so that the sugar can start running again. Wonder if this one will have stopped as well. Nope, this one's still running. You can tell by the noise. Do that twice more. La-di-da-di-dee. Plenty of eggs. Okay. And of course, one of my missions, if my brain cooperates, if my skills cooperate, because obviously this is the Farm Sim 2011 map. It was recreated in 19. I didn't see a version of it in 22. My mission is to try and see if I can recreate it on my own, or to a level, in 25. So. Just one of my little pet projects. I get a chance. So. Do. That's has not started back up. What else are we need? What else are we missing? Oh no, it has started the factory up. I just didn't wait long enough. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so that's that. Let's check on manuals. I think we are today gonna get rid of some more pigs. Do that. Cows look like they could do with some TMR being delivered as well. So we'll go and deal with the cows first. Wonder how much TMR is actually in the mixer. Probably ought to set it going to create some more, because otherwise we're gonna run out and not have any. Although we can probably put a buying station in temporarily. If we need to. Only really maintaining the cows and the chickens. The other animals I'm planning to get rid of, or have gotten rid of. Maintaining the chickens and the cows because, of course, milk and eggs into the cookie factory. So, what else are we to do? So let's take whatever's left here. If I can line up thingy bobber all right. Okay. Looks like it's not going to be as much as I might like it to be. So we need... Looks like we need hay. Which we should be able to get from our dryer. We've got a hay dryer up here. The back. Why am I going... Yes, I'm going around the back because that's where we need to feed the cows. Being a bit of a crazy fad at the minute, but there we go. Let's drop the TMR. We go and find the hay. Should be here in the hay dryer. How much will the TMR machine take? I don't know what its maximum limits are. That's where's the TMR machine? Is it here? No, it's not. Maybe it doesn't have a management interface. Maybe just here. So 11,000. So we know we should be able to get at least 11,000. Ah, there we go. So it should be able to take it, by the looks of that, 15,000 is about 50%, so it should be able to take at least 30,000. So that's what we're targeting. Okay. Okay. Now we know what roughly to fill to without going... Because we've got nowhere else to dump this afterwards. So I can't just come and dump it back in here. Who was that? What was that? Thank you very much for the follow. No, it wasn't a follow, it was... Big Trucker! Sorry, it hasn't come through on the restream, but Big Trucker with a Prime sub, thank you very much. I hope you're well. Heidi ho diddly, whittle fadiculus farmiculus. Oh, I've just gone over the 30,000. Oh well. Oops. Thank you very much, Big Trucker, for the Prime sub for 6 months. I hope you're well. Very, very much appreciated. I think the last few times it hasn't actually given me a notification on that, so I'm glad it has given a notification, and I get to say thank you very much to you. I do always like to appreciate folks that that do drop a sub. So there we go. We've got A there, dang it. Can I drop it in here? Can I drop it in here? Hopefully I can drop it in here. I can actually learn to drive a truck? Probably not, but there we go. Big Trucker unsubscribes because Fad can't drive a truck. Oh dear. I hope, like I say, I hope you're well, BT. Keeping out of mischief. Did you have a good weekend? Well, again, I would hope that you did. Doodly 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 doo. Go with that much. Really? Why am I not getting the... Okay. I just needed to do the thing, not think about it. Okay, fair enough. Stop thinking, Fad. Stop thinking. So now we're going to go get some silage. Just a little bit of silage. Given the amount of people who can't drive a Power Wheels and yet insist on driving cars. Well, yes, I saw a video. Actually, it was. I watch a driving instructor on YouTube because I think actually he has some really good stuff to say, and I can. Okay, well, I'm not the most perfect driver. I'm not going to pretend that I am. So learning some of the things and seeing some of the situations people get themselves in such a way that you can then hopefully avoid it yourself, kind of makes sense. So I watched him for that reason, and there was it was in the UK. It was a woman driving a great big BMW SUV vehicle and just reverses into a cyclist without even seeing them, apologizes, then carries on reversing. And I go, what's going on? I mean, I know I'm not perfect, but I'm not like that. But yet people get these massive vehicles, both in the UK and elsewhere, and they haven't got the foggiest idea of how to manoeuvre them. Now, I stick with a smaller SUV, so I have got an SUV because I like the higher seating position. But I've got a smaller one, so like a compact version of an SUV, I guess. And it works for me because I can manoeuvre it and I can get it in and out of parking spots, and it's the right size for me. Anything bigger doesn't work for me. So, oh, you got a Mini Clubman? Yeah, I've got a Mocha, Mocha Electric, the new shape Mocha. But it works. It works for me. Anything bigger than that, and yeah, I'm not really sure of the dimensions, and that's a weakness that I know I have. My spatial awareness when I'm manoeuvring a vehicle isn't fantastic, so I don't rely. I use the gadgets. I suppose I do rely. But I use the gadgets of all the sensors and all the cameras and all the mirrors and everything just to make sure that I'm doing it okay, and I go nice and slow. Not like driving Miss Daisy slow, but slow enough. BT's got a Ford Escape right now. Ah, nice. I'm not familiar with that one, but that's cool. Because he also got a motorbike which you use most of the time. Yeah, Serenar would do similar. Serenar's got a motorbike and prefers that to using the car. Great for weaving through traffic. Yeah, as long as traffic's paying attention, Quizzy. And as long as traffic isn't being an a-hole and trying to stuff you up from weaving through. Because some of the drivers seem to get a real gob on for motorcyclists kind of weaving through traffic, and it's kind of just give them space. And if they're acting like an idiot, you're better off if they just overtake you and get out of the way, so who cares? Now, I've pressed the button to disconnect this twice. Ah, that's because I'm not actually on the thingy-bobber. I pressed wrong buttons again. It never happens to me normally, obviously. So now we're going to go and sell some more piggles. Then we're going to move forward a day, and we might get to... It's the Cougar over here. Ah, okay, yeah. So and now I know what you're talking about, BT. Thank you. Thank you for the clarity. I would probably have looked it up. Well, no, let's face it, I wouldn't remember long enough after stream to look it up. But yeah. Thank you for that. Oh dear. All this necessary translation because we've got to... Well, I suppose it is a branding thing. You've got to use a certain name in a certain country, otherwise... Right, so we are looking for Go with these ones first. So we're going to sell 36 more of these, which means we'll be almost completely out of them. I do wish we could organize these by species, by variant, yes. Cute piggies, yes, we've got some nice piggies here. Gonna go and sell them to the nice people that sell animals. What they do with them afterwards is none of my business. There we go. We're full. Okay. Big Trucker says bacon. Well, actually, I mean, I love bacon and sausages and stuff, but I am trying to start to reduce and cut out pork. And the reason for that is I basically Dare shared with us that he'd heard a podcast and they played a sound clip of the process in which pigs are killed. And yes, it's not done very kindly, unfortunately. So yes, I'm a little bit taken aback by that, and that's not me trying to preach to anyone. Everyone makes their own decisions. Everyone does what they want, but just without even hearing the sound clip itself, yeah. Elena baby, hello. Welcome to the stream. It's a little bit crazy in here, so be sure to take your sanity pills. Do I mostly stream this game? Actually, I stream different games. This is just when I stream a lot of Farm Sim, but depends who's doing it. Yes, it does, BT. It does. But the predominant methodology that's used in the UK is the method that was mentioned in that article or in that podcast. And yeah, it seems to be a little bit traumatic for the animals. From when am I streaming, or from where am I streaming? I'm streaming from now. I'm also streaming from the UK. So da da da. But I will save you some time. If you're building up to let me know that you're an artist and you'd like to do some art for the channel, I don't have any money for that, and I have a friend who is an artist and does a lot of things for me, so I'm reading into it because it seems to be a fairly common thing that's been happening recently of striking up conversations. If that's not what you're doing, you're more than happy to chat, as always. I'm more than happy to chat anyway, so. Quizzy says deja vu. So, that is a cruise ship wanderer. Well, yes. Absolutely. Where are we going? We're going back to the pigs, aren't we? So. Yeah, it happened the other day. You're just watching the streaming. That's absolutely cool. It's just some of the conversations that have been struck up in the way that you've struck up have been that approach of starting a conversation with regards to selling services. Thank you, Big Trucker, for the 10 bits and the ship's whistle. Fantastic as always. But yeah, I play different games. I'm going to be playing some Transport Fever as well once I've done this game with Stardew Valley at the end of the week. So do just play some different games. I'm trying to remember what button to press. But yeah, so lots of different things, and sometimes I'll change my mind based on where my mood takes me. Because yes, if I don't enjoy playing it, then I don't enjoy streaming it, and generally that means that I stop streaming. And I'm trying to maintain a level of consistency, except when I'm not actually well, because reasons of raisins, raisins and raisins. Let's get all these piggies. Let's get, well, not all of them, but let's get more of these piggies. Let's go get them sold. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about the ethics of the slaughtering of virtual pigs. Only the real ones. So, used to do Sims, Minecraft. Yes, I stopped doing the Sims, and the reason I stopped doing the Sims is because they were doing updates that broke the game. And the reason that they were doing updates that broke the game was because they were trying to force more and more microtransactions and micro DLC onto the audience. And so I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. I just didn't want that. So there we go. Busy Son plays a lot of Minecraft at the moment. Yeah, it's Minecraft is one of those games. Once you've got it, you tend to kind of swing in and out of it. Sometimes it's kind of okay, yeah, you're playing it for 6 months and it's almost everything you play, and then you might go 2 or 3 years without playing it, which is, I mean, it happens. So, along with the Crew 2. Okay, Crew 2. I've not heard of that one. But, yeah. I was hammering Stardew Valley recently. Yes, I'm still doing it. It's slowed off because now we've kind of, it's gotten to that point where you're just really grinding to get the, oh, it's a car racing game. That would be why I haven't heard of it. I don't do car racing. I can barely drive a truck. But yeah, so, yeah, car racing games. The car racing game I remember playing when I was a kid was the one that had the Lotus Elan and stuff in it. Yeah, those I enjoyed those, but long. But yes, I play a fair bit of different games. Busy's been hooked on Call of the Wild, the Angler. Yeah, but again, we all go through phases. Like I said, I've just literally gone back into doing Transport Fever, which is why once we've done the 10 million achievement on this game, Transport Fever will be the next one to get a bunch of achievement hunting done. So I can close the game out because my games list is, I've not done all the achievements in many of the games that I've got. And I want to, there's games that I love, but I want to close the chapter on them, not because I never want to play them again, but just because I want to feel like I finished. Elise, yes, as well, yes. I forget what it was, but it was a really old. It's a really old game now, obviously. Lotus, there's a Lotus Elise, a Lotus. I think there's an Elan as well, or something like that. I can't remember. But there's a whole bunch. Okay, so that's done Piggles. So we've now only got 13 of the different varieties of Piggles there. So now let's get ourselves up to nighttime, and we're going to sleep, and we're going to see, yeah, that sense of achievement. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons, like I said, I'm still doing this, because I do have the achievement in Steam, but it came about not because I earned it, but because I'd edited an XML file to just do a test. And unfortunately, I edited it to more than 10 million in money, and I got the 10 million achievement. So in my head, I never actually did it. So this is the kit car Tesla used for the first Tesla Roadster. Ah, okay. Nice. Absolutely. I mean, yes, it's... Yes. I still can't remember the name of the game, but there we go. Let's go forward a little bit. There we go. That's a bit more light. Let's now go here. Looks like our trees are ready. It looks like they're ready. Shall we chop one down and see what it does? So if it gives us about 6,000, then I think it's the right ones. Let's chop one down. Yeah. See, I can't even drive a tree harvester either. All this articulated stuff just confuses the living daylights out of me. Articulated. At least the one in 22 has the ability to auto lock onto the tree. This one you actually have to think about it. There we go. Timber! I don't know what Timber did, but... Oh, I say that just as Big Truck is in the chat saying, Timber! Oh dear. Thanks for that, BT. That made me laugh. Oh dear. So now, if this gives us about 6,000, then we know that we've got the right stuff going on. That's why we're just doing one for now, because I'm just checking to make sure. Just checking. Bad ever the cautious one. Why am I throwing this all over the place? Should have just got the Challenger because it's got the tree draggery thing. Do do doodly do. Do do doodly do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Tokyo latte. So just the last bit. Let's just double check. This is 6 grand. We are in business. 7,310. We are in business. Yeah. So. Let's get where's the Stumpy Stumperson? There's the Stumpy Stumperson. Let's get rid of the Stumpy Stumperson. Ka-ching, says Quizzy, indeed. So, like I said, when you consider there's about 1,000 trees there, and if they each give us 7,000, we are going to be making 10 million, well, once we've gotten through a fair bunch of those trees. Were you planning permanent railroad tracks, or was it for a sawmill? Are you planning permanent railroad tracks, or was it for a sawmill? Rolling it in? Yeah, or rolling in it, I suppose. I don't understand the question, BT. Hey, Vam! Hey, Vam! Yeah. Permanent railroad. I don't understand. I'm not get for some reason my context is not there, so apologies. If you can help me understand the question. Sorry. It comes from being a nutter. So I'm well practiced at. Stonework, you were just flailing over carrying the logs. Oh, that is... Well, that's just basically the that's roughly the how it was in Farm Sim 2011 for the... Actually, it was a sawmill, but it wasn't an operative sawmill. So if I get a chance, before we actually close out, I might see if I can fire up 2011, and we'll just go and have a look at that, because it looks like that because that was the visuals of what that area looked like in Farm Sim 2011. So that is a sawmill. It's not intended to be a railroad track, because railroad tracks did not exist in 2011 Farm Sim. But thank you for the context. I do appreciate it. I wasn't trying to be awkward. I just didn't understand where the question was coming from, because yeah. But I'll go back over there in a minute. I'm just going to clear up the animals. We'll go back over there. We'll chop down a few more trees, or at least start to chop down some trees. So that we can start to get that money coming in. I mean, this is what we'll be doing tomorrow, is chopping down more trees. We'll be back with this tomorrow. So yeah. But we will go and have a look at that BT, and if I can get it to cooperate, I will actually fire up 2011, and we'll take a look at what it looks like in 2011. Just for fun, you know? Because what good is a tangent if you can't really fly off all the way 1,000,000 miles an hour into a tangent? I mean, come on. Do we or not? Do we not do tangents here? Oh dear. And of course the TMR mixing station was reporting an error. That was the forage mixer that we saw, said input 1 is empty. So we've got 75,000 litres. Input 1 is the hay. So it's used almost all of the silage, almost all of the hay, but only half the straw. That's about right, I guess. So we can probably deal with that again. Of course, it's nice and easy to get a little bit of extra silage, because that's what we just pick up from here. Oops. Oopsie dipsicles. But since we're going to be coming back to this, I'm not going to fuss over the fact that there's that little bit left. We are going to go chop some more trees down using our tree chopper machine. And yeah, once we've done that, we'll like I said, we'll tangent off to 2011 very briefly, just to answer the question. And yeah. Cows look hungry. Are they hungry? Let's have a look. Yeah, they will be hungry. They've got 20,000 litres, so we need to make sure that we kind of pop back. So assuming I remember tomorrow, we'll pop back and we'll deliver that 75,000 litres of TMR to them. And we'll get the TMR machine running again. Nothing like a bit of feed for the steed. So now let's head on back over to our slot. So yeah, so we've got the kind of the delivery part of it here. Now the delivery part and selling didn't exist. I think the rigging might have done. But all of this kind of, this isn't exactly the same, but there were piles of wood and timber and stuff in this area because it was created as a sawmill in 2011, but there was no, you couldn't chop down trees in that version. And this kind of walled, it wasn't the same stone, I think it was more of a greyer stone, but this is kind of a recreation of the fact that there was this walled bit along here. So yeah, so it's intended as it is. It's not intended to be kind of a railroad thing, although this, I suppose, could have been taken from, and probably was taken from somewhere where there was a railroad on a different map. But yes, so that's what it looks like here. So we're going to chop down a couple of trees. Because we can, because we must. Try and chop down some of this first row of trees. There we go. We can use the crane cam. Is it not on? There we go. Tree has been chooped. So how's Vam doing today? Hope you're keeping well. This is going to be a lot of what we're going to be doing now to get our money. Oh. Helps if it actually is around the tree, you know? You're all the better for hearing my dulcet tones. Oh, well, thank you very much for that. Such a very nice thing to say. I'm always the better for having seen you pop up in chat and say hello. So we'll have a mutual appreciation society going on right here. Oh yes, I agree with you, BT. It very much looks like it's been taken from a structure that was intended on for shipping containers or something like that. I'm completely with you there. I didn't actually see the people that did this recreation of 2011. I didn't see any other maps that they had created, so I don't know. Perhaps that was an asset that they created for another map. And that they reused just because it was the best fit that they could make for this one. And obviously, just to modernise it a little bit, because if you were to just do what was available in 2011, you'd be taking out a lot of features for 2019 that people would expect you to figure out as a mappy creatory type person. It probably won't look the same. It'll probably look a little bit similar, but it won't look the same in actual 2011. So, I do love this machine. I really do. Just going to chop some few more down. Do, 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 do. Dope. Boys and their toys, said with a heavy lisp. Well, if you don't have the toys, so. Is it also said with a heavy dose of irony, BT? Oh dear. Because it doesn't matter what they are, all boys have their toys somewhere along the lines. So that's not a criticism, that's just a fact. Of course. Oh dear. You gotta love it, really. And we're just trying to keep the trees away from the watters. For me, it's just the fact that you've the biggest reason for using this is to get the correct lengths when you've chopped the tree, because otherwise you're just playing a guessing game. Unless there's, I'm sure there is a mod, unless you get a mod that kind of tells you how far down the trunk you are with a manual chainsaw. Do I really think you're that? I think there's a lot of us. We're different, but we're all the same in very key ways, because humans tend to have a lot of common behaviours. But there we go. There's very little that we haven't done somewhere along the lines. So when I went to my mum's yesterday, and bless her heart, I hadn't expected this, but she's got me some new trainer socks and some new shorts, because I was kind of, yeah. I'm prioritising spending on other things because I don't have a lot of money right now because I'm trying to get a job. So she did that, and it was just really nice. It's just really nice to have that, and yeah, and she's obviously, as I'd said before, she's bought me Farm Sim 25 with the Year 1 bundle, so I've got Farm Sim 25 lined up ready. So when 25 comes out, I will be definitely streaming some of that, as will everyone, their dogs, their cats, their aunts, their uncles, their nannies. Everyone will be streaming it. Absolutely everyone. But that's just the nature of the beast. Does she game? She doesn't really game. I did get her a Steam account, so that we could load the Jackbox party packs onto her laptop, because she did enjoy that. When we did it at Christmas, she loved the Jackbox party pack. She really enjoyed it, but she hasn't really used it. And she did play Farm Sim back when I played Farm Sim 2011, which we're going to go to very short. I'm just going to go to the be right back screen. I'm going to save that one and try and get the Farm Sim 2011 loaded, so we can just have a look at what that looked like. Assuming I've got it still installed. I Hope I've still got it installed. After all these decades, Mum's still supplying the undies. Not normally, BT, but in this particular instance, yes. And by shorts, I don't mean like underwear shorts. I mean actual like shorts. I don't mean boxers. So let's see. Do I have Farm Sim 2011 still loaded on this computer? I do indeed. Let's load it up. So okay, so now it's loading. Let's go back to the live screen, and I will have to change it over to, there we go, hopefully. There we are. So here we are, all the way back in Farm Sim 2011. And we'll just, what game should we pick? We'll pick the one with the most money. So yeah, so we are off on a tangent before I close the stream out. It's a very, hopefully it's an interesting tangent, just to see where we were on a map that was an homage to Giants Island 2011, and what it looks like out. I don't think there's any fast travel, so let's see if we've got a. Do we have anything out there? No, that's not there. That's not there. That's not there. That's not there. Okay, so we don't have anything out there. We're going to take this tractor. We're going to we'll leave that behind, because I'm not going to save this. So where are we? Oh, I know where we are. Busy says, oh cool, you started with Farm Sim 13. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this is where I started, but I also have Farm Sim 2008 and Farm Sim 2009, because when 22 launched, I went back and I did some streams of all of the previous versions. So I did 2008, 2009, 2011, 2013, 15, 17, 19, prior to 22 coming out. And I also did the mobile games. So I did, I can't remember if there was a 12, but there was certainly a 14, a 16, an 18, and a 20. And I did all of those. So, oh no, we're going the wrong way. It's this. No, it's not this way. I am going the right way. Sorry. BT started with 15 when you first met Fad and his friends. Yeah, well, yeah. There's a bunch of us crazy folks around. So, this in the 19 game is obviously our silage field. Up there is the biogas, which was added. That was DLC that got added. It wasn't in the base 2011. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Sorry. I've got someone at the... Sorry about that, everybody. Unexpectedly had someone... Wilson, be quiet. unexpectedly had someone at the door. So here we go. So this is the bit that BT was asking about. Oh! Thank you, BT, for the summer tribute. My beautiful girlie.
All hands brace for impact.
Thank you very much, Big Trucker. And that one still brings a tear to my eye. And that one will almost certainly get another copyright claim, but I have got the license for it, so it's all good. So here we go. So this is the wall in question. As you can see, it's grey and stone. And this is the sawmill area that's non-functional in 2011. So you can see they made a pretty good go of it, I would say. But obviously they added the gantry in the delivery area, so you could actually sell wood at the sawmill. So yeah, this is where we are working in our 19 version of this map, with all the trees out on this field. So yes, and unfortunately it wasn't a puppy delivery at the door, it's actually a cat delivery for next door. Hello, Diamondback, Butt, Quizzybutt, and Butt Trucker. Thank you, Diamond Butt. So yeah, we're actually about to kind of close out. So I'm going to have a look to see if we've got anyone to raid. We're just doing a little comparison between what we were looking at in the 19 version of the 2011 Giants Island map and the actual original. So yeah, so let us go to our lovely little closey screen. Yeah, we still got anyone? We still there? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I pressed the wrong button. So yeah, we're going to. Oh, Diamondback was lurking because working, but wanted all to know you are beautiful beings. Ah, thank you very much. Busy says, no worries, Fad. Take care. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're going to actually try to go to the outro screen this time rather than pressing the end stream button. So let's go to the outro. We'll actually end the stream properly, hopefully. And yeah, so thank you very much, everyone, for watching and lurking. So thank you for all of the people that have been in. So obviously BT, Quizzy, Diamondback, and Dead Batteries, and Hitman, and who else was it? There was Alana Baby, and Vam, of course. Can't forget Vam. So yes, so we're going to see if we can find somebody to raid for Twitch. Who have we got on Twitch? Where are we? Who we're following? Who do we have? We've got Badger, who is over playing Grim Dawn. So we're going to raid over to Badger. So do stick around for that, because Badger's a good fella. For everyone on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Farm Sim 19 and our efforts to make 10 million. You didn't break the video, BT. I broke the video by pressing the wrong button. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be raiding out now, and yeah, have a lovely rest of your day wherever you are, whatever you are doing. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with even more kind of crazy shenanigans and stuff. So yeah, it's all the fun of the fair. So until then, take care of yourselves and have a great rest of your day, evening, weekend, not weekend, week. It's all good fun. Have a good one. Catch you next time. Bye bye for now.